We are back, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Cal Culture Radio. Remember the link. You already know. It's pinned on top of the chat, and also on our community and also provide remote. We do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Eastern time. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Ooh, guys, what's going on? Where is popping, man? We got a lot to talk about today. What is popping?
Chilling, man. What's cracking with you?
Good.
Hey man, good over here, man. Yeah, we do got a lot to talk about, man. Good to see everybody in this lovely Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Let's go, let's get it.
All right, go ahead, guys. Do your thing.
What's going on, people? As we're gonna have a good show today. And the topic that we're gonna talk about, hey, it's been trending all over social media, all social media. We have to gotta get into it. If y'all didn't heard of if y'all didn't know, there was a brawl happening in Montgomery, Mississippi. And this is what happened from what I'm reading. So this was on a weekend, and there was a black guy, 65-year-old, I think was a security guard, just working during his day and everything, around the river, around the dock and everything. And then we're gonna play a video for you guys because hey, it's crazy. And so he was just working doing this thing, and then I guess one of the white guys was trying to ask him maybe to move a boat or something like that. And he kept asking him. You can see, the white guy was kind of angry, a lot of commotion and everything. And the 65-year-old was just trying to do this thing. Just trying to tell him, say, hey, if we're gonna move the boat, we're gonna move the boat. You just gotta be patient and everything. And not just him, but I guess a few other white people was in the vicinity as well. And I don't know why. I don't know. It seems to me he was a redneck. And to me, he got furious. I guess the security wasn't doing his job or something like that. And white guy was getting like serious, like furious and serious and everything. So serious that he fought the black guy, the security guy. And the security guy was like, okay, took his head off, okay, let's go. Let's brawl and everything. And then mind you, there was a boat, right across from the river. People they was recording and everything. That's how we seen it. Just recording the whole, fight and everything. And then and then there was more a couple of white people jumped in and attacking the black brother, the 65-year-old, and attacking. And then it got so bad that there was a couple of black people who was seeing this. There was one particular, I hope it's on a video, that a black guy who was on a boat jumped into the water and swam all the way across the river just to help the security guard out and everything. And then all of a sudden it got bad. It got worse. And then you started seeing the brawl and people like black people, white people that was fighting and everything. And then after that, there was another boat who stopped by, and there was some more black people. They come up the boat and to help out and everything. So it was a real messed up brawl. Like I say, it trend everywhere around social media, and so far social media. I remember there was one part of there was a black guy. He had a chair, which that chair is now famous on social media. He was hitting the chair with this white guy also hit the chair on his white lady as well. And and then, like I said, a couple people got arrested from the brawl. I don't know if the 65-year-old security got arrested, but a lot of people got arrested and everything, and it's just been crazy brawl. So enough of me talking. We're gonna show you the video of what happened in the weekend, and after that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, King.
No problem.
Following breaking news near Montgomery's Riverfront Park, a fight beside the river has led to multiple arrests. Welcome to the news at 10. I'm Brady Talbert. A viewer sent us this video, which shows the fight just feet from the water. A witness claims it started because a pontoon boat was blocking the dock where a riverboat was trying to park. You can see more people jumping in as that fight played out. Well, soon after, Montgomery police arrived at the scene. They say a large group of people were involved in this brawl. Our crew saw people in handcuffs. MPD says several people have been detained and any charges are pending tonight. MPD told us about this attack just in the past hour. We're going to keep you updated on this developing story. Tonight, we're following breaking.
We got action, baby. He been. They better get him a penalty. Oh my God!
Oh man, that was crazy. Crazy what's going on in Montgomery, Alabama. But as you guys see, it was a big old brawl, man. Big, huge brawl. So, fellas, I'm gonna pass to you guys. I know y'all saw this, over the weekend, and it's been crazy. So, pass to you, Ronnie. What you think about that brawl happening in Montgomery, Alabama?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. Make sure on your way in, make sure y'all hit that like button and also hit that notification bell. Where we have that notification bell. So please make sure you hit that notification bell and maybe select all, because you know we do live. We may catch you off guard. So hit that notification bell. So yeah, the brawl. To be honest, I loved it. I think that's why I'm cutting it now. It's fine. My mic is fine on my end. I can't cutting in and out.
You good now? You good? You was a little bit. You good now?
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
good.
hear
You good
none.
now? Yeah, you good.
Now I'm doing good. Issue on my end. All right, go ahead. I can't. No, this I'm fine now. Okay, perfect. Thank you, just for me. I just want to make sure because I'm looking at it. It's I'm good. So yeah. So pretty much the situation that transpired in Montgomery. Thank you, Chris. Thank you guys for letting me know my audio is working good. I was just making sure. Probably using my Wi-Fi connection. Who knows? So at the end of the day, I think they did an awesome thing. I think it does great. And this is why I'm trying to tell people all the time. If we just come together as a group, then we'll have more and more respect. And even afterwards, I think Jordan even saw a clip of the man say, hey, they gave us respect. They gave those men respect. Like, man, those men they got hands. So you can't just go around disrespecting people think you're going to get away with it. For those people, I'm glad they got their butt whooped. And that's a learning lesson. Keep your hands to yourself. Point blank, period. Go ahead, Ken.
Brothers.
Look at King got another compliment. She just been throwing you compliments on the every time we on the live chat, just throw you compliments.
That's why I love black women. I love you too, Miss Sherry Bryant. Love you, love Sky. Shout outs to the whole family. The River Boy, I said River Boy. The Riverboat incident plays into a lot of things that I don't think people want to talk about. And I think that we can mention a racial component. We can mention anything, but there's more of an ignorance component into people on liquor and somebody feeling that he can just put his hands on anybody. Now, there were so many players in this. It did so that you cannot do this without other people jumping in and just people just idly watching by. You know what I mean? It did so unity and solidarity. They are talking about those key players, but I don't know if y'all noticed, there was a little white boy who tried to jump in and they fought him off. You feel me? Nobody's mentioning him. Everybody who's covering this ain't talk about the little young white boy who tried to stop these grown white guys from jumping the black guy. I just wanted to point that out. If we want to talk about unity and we want to talk about people just jumping in to that point. But it was a disgusting thing to watch. And we don't advocate violence, but it just goes into a deeper issue of we just need to keep our hands to ourselves.
Yeah, I agree with you, Hakeem. But yeah, and I don't know. This is, to me, I would say this is white privilege of, you know, if the boat was there and the security guard was supposed to find somebody to move it, if he couldn't find somebody to move the boat, you know, then you know you shouldn't be so furious to attack the security guard, which you know escalated to the brawl. And with that, you know, once you start putting hands on people, it's like I said, you gonna get your hands right back on you, and then some. And then you see that, you know, you got, you know, the other white counterparts, you know, jumping in as one of them trying to stop the fight, and maybe another was trying to initiate the fight. So okay, when you see a couple of white people jumping on a black person, a 65-year-old who's doing his job, and you know, you see a lot of black people who's looking, of course they're gonna jump in. Of course they're gonna, you know, you're gonna try to stop it and everything. Because, you know, as we see on the news, as we see in history of, you know, especially in the South, which, you know, this clearly happened of, you know, white people are, you know, either, you know, they jumping on black people, or, you know, just starting a fight, or I'm guessing they say any no N-words or anything for what we know. You know, I don't know if the N-words was placed, you know, on a black person. We don't know that. We don't know. But for that, you know, if, like I said, if you put hands on somebody, you're gonna get your hands back. And then if you want to start jumping in, and then you want your other counterparts to jump in, other people gonna jump in too. And just that, you just see, you know, as black people, that was being on code. If you're gonna jump somebody who's doing, you're gonna jump somebody who's doing your job, but hey, you're gonna jump in, we're gonna take care of it. You know, doesn't was it wrong? Of course it was wrong. Was it alcohol involved? Probably yes, but you know, we see situations like that and escalates like that. Well, but a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of liquor, people getting angry, people getting furious. It's gonna be like that, you know. And to me, you know, like I said, some people got arrested, and I feel like in our culture, if some people, especially in our culture as black people, if someone got arrested, I feel like we should put like a GoFundMe account and try to bail them out. To me, because they was kind of doing the right thing of helping the security guard out. So me, it's like, hey, you should be like, hey, the people that was doing the right thing, I'm trying to help the security guard out. You know, I mean, you know, the people that was in jail, I've seen we put a GoFundMe account trying to bail them out, because to me, they was kind of doing the right thing of trying to help the man out, the black man out. And so with that, you know, you're gonna, like, situations like this, you know, unfortunately happening that weekend, happened in the South, but you know, situations like that, you know, not surprising. You know, it happened in the past, happened in the present, and I won't be surprised if it continue to happen in the future.
Yes, of course. That's what I said. I was gladly excited when I saw that clip went viral, because I think it's a prime opportunity for us as a people to understand that I'm not gonna say all white folks are evil. I don't promote that. I don't preach that. However, there is a small group of them who don't like black people at all. They don't like you. They don't respect you. And for that security guard, for who pretty much was doing his job, you just asked him respectfully, just move your boat. He didn't even look for no trouble. He literally said respectfully, can you just move your boat according to sources? But then yet that guy was probably drunk at the time, or felt like, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. You don't have nothing to say. And, you know, they probably did say the N-word. I won't be surprised. And then he want to throw hands at him. Okay, cool. That guy was very large, like just hear me. I'll say very large man. So that means his fists were like a fist of thunder. So you gotta understand something. If I'm doing my job and you coming in trying to disrespect me because you're trying to have your way, you never know who's watching. That's why I say I think it was a good thing to see, because like I said, you never know who's watching. People always say, oh, black men don't support like they need to. But that's a prime example of black men supporting each other. And also black women, because there was also some black women that got into the tussle too, because some of them guys, wives or women, were trying to get involved and hit the man, and the women came and hit hit the ladies like, nah, let the man do their thing, y'all just stay out of it. So it was just a great thing to see. So that was pretty much our modern day Boston Tea Party, if you could say.
And I want someone to say this too. This happened in Montgomery, Alabama, and my thing is, the majority of race that lives in there is black people. Am I wrong, Hakeem?
Yeah, it's a black city, but yeah, it has some issues there.
I mean, it has some issues, but my thing is this: it's like, why as a redneck you wanna put your be involved in something like that, knowing if you look at your surroundings, there's a lot of black people there, and you feel like you can go up and try to fight a black person, but you see, if you look around, it's not just white people there; it's majority black people there, and that it caused into the brawl like that. That I just really don't get. I'm just thinking he must be super drunk and just super furious and thought he probably has white privilege and think he can do what the fuck he wanted to do.
Yeah, I want to highlight this. I think booze was the contributor to the fight, but they also a lowering and inhibition of what they wanted to do, like a sweet little brawl. There's also something that Just Hear Me Out said that I only saw one person talk about, and I'm gonna have to agree with this. The guy who used the chair, that I thought was a little bit overboard. You know what I mean? Because the guy
he got arrested immediately too.
Yeah. Because he slammed the chair on a woman, and that was maybe a little bit over, a little bit top. And I know a lot of people are making jokes about that. A brawl is a brawl. You feel me? When you start picking up things, it's a weapon now. But I also want to counter this and say, whenever there's an action, there's a reaction. If the guys just moved the boat and did not hit the man, we would have never had this viral moment. We wouldn't be talking about this right now. We would be talking how social media changed society. If the guy never put his hand and say, hey, no problem, fella, I'll move the boat right now for you. Everybody got on the boat and moved up. We would have never heard about this. Everybody would have went about their business. We would have left. He could have even gave the 65-year-old man a beer. It's like, hey, I'm moving for you, fella. I know you're working. Here you go, a beer and this and that. That's how we supposed to live life. But when you start doing these type of things, we start getting into these type of situations, and where people do feel entitled that they can do whatever they want. We're going to get to this place in this situation.
That's true. Oh, shout out to Hank. Hank's in the building, man. Shout out to you.
Shout
out. Yes.
Shout out to Tony White.
Shout out to Tony White.
Shout out to Nightish. Shout out to God is Forever. And shout out to Jabbar. Where you been at, man? Where you been at?
He probably caught the live.
All right, bro. Shout out to Nightish as well. Shout out to Nightish, man. Shout out to you guys for being here. But go ahead.
Yeah, just hear me out to say, yeah, that's the dumbest part, and it indicates some kind of privilege, more move the damn boat. Even if people were on shore, you can pick them up easy on the boat.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All they had to do was move the boat. He did not have to hit the man. They did not have to jump him. We would have never seen this escalated to this point. Everybody would have went about their business. You know what I mean? Yeah,
because everybody should have a good time.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
it's summertime, it's almost the end of the summertime. It's August. People enjoying themselves, on the river, on the boat, drinking, having a good old time, playing cards, playing games. Just enjoy yourself. But
that's why I stated I think the guy was drunk.
More than likely.
His feeling when the guy asked him to move the boat. And he lying. You know how some people are like, I ain't gonna move my boat. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. So it's like the guy literally doing the job. But what made me kind of upset too is like the officer when he came in, they were more focused on trying to take down the black people than the actual white people who literally caused a fight. That's why I was like, what are you guys doing? Like the first thing they were like, oh, we're gonna take you guys down. They didn't even try to stop the white folks from pretty much coming in and doing what they're trying to do. Because even when the cops they pull back, you can kind of see it in the video. The black people pretty much restrain themselves and they move back. It kind of shows that black people do have some form of authority when it comes to officer. They have some respect.
Mm-hmm.
But the white people was going in and kept toe tagging, trying to fight. It was crazy. I was like, huh? You guys not trying to them either?
They should have never just put his hands on him. That's how I'm gonna keep going back to that. They started the whole thing. Move the boat, pass a beer, call it a day. Like a lot of these things can be avoided, man. This doesn't have to get to this point where we have 60 million, we're gonna have thousands of videos. The whole point of this, why did you felt like you wanted to hit the man for? What was the point about it? Because he told you to move the boat. The man could have lost his job if the river boat came and was not able to dock. They're on a time limit. He's a 65-year-old man as a security guard out there in that hot ass sun. You think he wants to be there? That man probably got grandchildren he had to go work to go get school supplies for. The whole point is don't put your hands on people. If you felt like you in a $50,000 pontoon boat. Them shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? School up, let the boat come back around, park.
Facts.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna say, play that other video that I sent you with the white guy who got humbled, because after that, the black guys, he said that 65 man can fight, so he definitely got humble, and sound like we get humble like that, it's not gonna happen again. He know not to say, hey, I'm not gonna do that again.
Well, turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him. Well,
see, I guess with people they got to learn the hard way just to say, hey, I'm not gonna do that again. Unfortunately, he got two black guys, he got a bloody nose, and with all that, he could he didn't have to do that, but I guess with a beat up face and a broken nose and two black guys, he just had to be humble like that. And some people got to learn the hard way.
And I'm saying, I mean, they got on camera, stuff like that. They'll try to do a lawsuit. Oh, they hit us first. They don't want to cause it. It's not our fault. Nope. We have it literally on video on broad daylight of you pretty much hitting that man first. And I know there's some jobs that require that if a customer hits you or a client hits you, you're not supposed to hit them back just because of the safety of the job, because they can end up quote unquote suing the establishment. But you clearly see it on video. He hit you first. Yeah. So, and that's the issue. Is it like Jabbar said? I know I'm agree with him. Like what Jabbar said, is entitlement. That's the issue.
The brawl was for the past, hurt, present, and now Snow White folks, they are not superior. Jabari, I'm trying to think of a single incident where a boat in the wrong spot. Usually the driver is the vehicle, where everyone else wasn't like, okay, we'll help you move it, and some objective. Yeah, the black guy in the gauze and the nose isn't it? Yeah, and him making that video, I took that as an apology because he didn't have to. I took that as an apology. I think that they didn't want that to go escalate because there were some other people on the thing, but the whole jumping thing just was a little bit out of hand. You know what I mean? Like they jumped the man, and you're not expecting to understand that. But here's the funny thing about this whole situation. You ready for this? Regardless of how we're gonna look at it, we could chalk it up and say it's drunk, but due to the fact that it's two different races, there's a racial component behind it. regardless of how it is. If it was some Mexicans and it was some blacks, they would say it's a racial component behind it. But if it was two black people fighting out, they would have been like just a couple black guys just getting it in. Because I wondered, would have that escalated that point if it was just a bunch of black guys?
You said what? Like, yeah, I seen fights like that where multiple black guys got into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an issue with conflict resolution. We have an issue where we live in this country where people take matters into their own hands instead of just, hey, my bad, homie, I'll move the boat. Matter of fact, here's a beer. I've seen things calm down like that. Yo, don't worry about it. Here, hey, matter of fact, move the car. Poppy, don't park in front of my house, please. Okay, my bad. My bad, Jesus. I'll move the block. And then respect is given, respect is due.
That's true, because usually see stuff like that. Usually you see stuff like major cities like here in LA or here in Miami or New York, because we in a big city, a bunch of people, it's a lot of different energy, yo. It's a lot of different energy, and people want to, and it's fast paced, so people want to move around, be in the car, and all that type of stuff, or you in the water or something like that. People was on the move, and in Montgomery, which there is history in in Alabama, in the South, and situation like that.
Yeah.
And you can see, as you said, Hakeem, like I say, it's when you look at stuff like that, especially in the South, especially in Montgomery, it's a racial issue.
Oh, very much. Listen, I've driven trucks before, and I've been to Montgomery, Birmingham, Dalton, Hoover, Mobile. When you go to the city and you just go to a regular store, you can still feel like there's a tension in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And that's personally me just going there. And the city is very segregated in its own right. No matter where you go, the poor live in this area and it's segregated from the nice area. So fast forward today, but I want to say this. He said something real quick. We're programmed to resolve issues with confrontation. That's all we know.
Facts. No, but by nature, we are violent people by nature. By nature. We just violent people by nature. And also, it comes from the aspect of, and I'm not going to lie, this is the first time I've seen a fight without nobody getting deleted. Literally.
Somebody, yeah.
That's a good point, Ronnie.
Normally, somebody, this was like really an old school brawl. That's why I say, that's why I think that's why people love it so much. It was literally like an old school brawl. Everybody dissipated. Everybody's able to go home. No one really got seriously hurt, except that guy in the very short video. But even then, that gonna probably heal up in a couple of days. So no one literally was hospitalized, because normally someone would have been in the dirt by now. So that's the only good thing I like about this brawl.
Yeah, right. That is a great point, because usually stuff like that, it can go to the extreme of people getting deleted. But fortunately, it's you just right. It's a good old fashioned brawl, and if it will resolve or not, people learn a lesson for both sides, from black sides and white sides. As the guys you can see, he was very humble. Say, hey, I ain't gonna do that anymore. And go back what you were saying. Hakeem, go to these southern states, past the cities. It's like we passed, like I remember me and my wife, we went to, we was living in Miami at the time, and we drove up to South Carolina, and we took some shortcuts and everything. And then we go, you go through these shortcuts, and you see, like these fields, like where the plantations used to be at and everything. It's an energy. It's like that type of energy you just feel. It's like, man, it's like feeling your ancestors, that your ancestors was there, working on the fields, all that type of stuff. And that energy is like, yo, man, it's just like me. It's like, I don't know if I can stay here, yo. Let me hurry up and get out of here. Because that energy, like, so you pass it, you can feel that energy and of the ancestors, and it's there. And it's there. I cannot lie, it is there.
No, but and they say Alabama is a racist state.
Beyond.
from what I was told.
Beyond.
I know.
I'm talking about something I've experienced. Montgomery, Birmingham, Mobile. There's and sometimes a lot of people, it's not just blatant. It's just the way people move. Like you could tell some people are uncomfortable with you being there.
That's facts. It's like when you go to those southern states, Mississippi too. It's like it's deeply rooted into like
Yeah.
white people say, like they especially in rural areas. It's like it's deeply rooted into racism. As they if they see you, they gonna say they'll say the N word regardless. They don't care. They'll say the N word to you in your face, and it won't keep a beat. And you'll feel like say, oh yeah, it's you definitely feel like you're not the right part of town or in the right part of the state of those certain states.
A quick question: do you guys think this happened before, or this like normally happens when it comes in stuff like that in Montgomery, Alabama?
Yeah. Montgomery. If a lot of y'all would look this up, they have numerous of issues as far as police shootings. Dealing with black men, as far as Gulfport, Mississippi. That's another thing, and so they've always been series of assault and stuff like that. Like I could tell you an issue one time. I was there going to a Walmart, and I almost had a fight with somebody who had swastikas on them. This is not something that I'm just telling you. You know, I've been a lot of places. And there's certain places I feel comfortable in. There's certain places where I try my best to judge people based on individualism instead of the whole culture thing. Because I know not everybody's like that. But if you go to a place and you go to a diner, and when you walk into the diner, everybody looks up at you and nobody asks if you want something, then you know you're in a different type of place.
Yeah. And it's the look they give you, and also the body language.
Yeah,
that body. If they look at you, that body language say a lot. They be like, "What this doing here?
Yeah,
you know where he at?"
And I want people to understand something. Montgomery is a place where you had the Montgomery bus cot. You had all these things that happened. I think even a Martin Luther King monument is there. Even with all those there, and you got the historical places. The city still has tons of problems. The unemployment rate is through the roof. Crime is horrendous there. And horrendous.
And poverty level as well.
You know what I mean? Poverty fuels crime. So it's so many nuances behind it. And I don't want us to like deviate from the point, but this just goes to show, why did the guy put his hands on him? Like, I would love to ask him that question. The guy didn't touch you. He didn't spit in your face. He just asked you to move the bait. What made you want it to hook off on him?
Well, if you look at him, look like he's probably in his mid-20s, maybe to his early 30s. And when you have somebody that's at that age, they think they Mr. Superman. They think they can do what the hell they want. And not having that wisdom or wise of where you are, even though you're drunk, and look at your surroundings, like where you at in your surroundings, because you see there's a lot of black people there in your surroundings.
Yeah,
probably wasn't thinking. Probably was like I said. Bernie said he was drunk as hell, and you think, hey, I could do the hell I want to do. And then after that, he got home.
But that was it. Remember, we live in a society today. Like Jabari said, I love the quote. The statement he made. Like, we pretty much look for confrontation. Any form of it. Someone asks you to move his car, we want to swing. Remember, prime time, look at what happened to the woman in Dubai. You saw like confrontational. You in a whole nother country, but yet you want to be confrontational with one of the associates that work there in Dubai. It's just that's what we want to do. Like, we want to cause a fight. And I'm not just talking about black people. I'm just talking about people in general. Like, they just want to cause chaos, which is good for the show. That's Chaos Culture Radio. So that I'm saying, like, and then stuff like that happens. You swing, oh man, people love to see a good fight. He thought he was he's an older gentleman, 65 years old. He swings like, man, this old man ain't got no hands. let me swing at him, and he probably gonna call back and call the police. Nah, homie, this man got some hands. You swing, I'm gonna make sure you go see heaven. So don't like you can't do that to people. And I don't think people gotta understand. Like I can keep saying, keep your hands to yourself. I think that's very important.
Yeah, I also look at this as in America. I'm trying to think of other countries. I think I can't think of any other countries, but help me out, Hakeem. We probably one of the most violent countries in the world.
Yes,
beyond.
We are.
Period.
Beyond.
I can't go ahead.
And we lock up the most people.
Yes.
This is not America. America is based on violence, no matter who it is, no matter what it is. We're just this just a violent place. At any given Sunday, it can go down.
Yeah. Other countries, they arrest you when it comes to the aspect when it comes to religion or not obeying a law. That's when the only time they arrest you, but majority of the time they don't even arrest. Like the murder rate, if you look at the murder rate in the UK, is really, really small because they ban most of the guns. And the United States, no, most of the stuff are supported by, you already know, you already know pretty much the gun people. So I'm not gonna say the name, but on a lot of companies in America, that's why they would never ban the gun law. They would never do it. They would never do it.
And also, there's a history of a rise we have. I'm not talking about for the last 20, 30, 40 years. It's go for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of America having riots. We had a lot of riots in the last hundreds and hundreds of years. Period.
Because we consider to be the land of the free. I mean, free speech. We able to pretty much, we don't have a dictator like other countries do. We don't have people like it's not a communist country. It's pretty much, we do have freedom to do a lot of things. So with that freedom, sometimes it causes chaos, and that's what happened.
I would hope that we can come to a place where we can all just be in one accord and just live life. And
not gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
I just say this: if you got Democrat, Republican, keep battling, keep bumping heads with each other. We just so divided, not just in political, but states laws. And I hear what you say, Hakeem, but that might take hundreds and hundreds of years. But man.
And the point is, and we want to says, she said they created violence with our ancestors. They taught us violence in our first place. I also want to point this out too. No matter what happens, if something happens between two different people, it's always going to be a racial component behind it. And this is going to be a never-ending issue for us. And you know what I mean? And we're trying to understand it. A police shooting, a fight breakout, somebody telling somebody you can't be loud in the restaurant. You know what I mean? So that goes beyond just that. That the relations between white and black people are still fractured. And mind you, a lot of people didn't know Trump recently just had a rally in Montgomery, Alabama.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's true. So I was about to do shorter than that. But I was like, nah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And in the aspect of racial, because you mentioned the fact of racial, the only reason why it's a racial, why we have to have racial conflict is because the simple fact is the United States generate profit from it. If pretty much, let's say if everything is all in harmony, there's no issues, we all love each other, we all walk down the street, there's not gonna be no economic gain. I need you to hate the white man. I need the black person to hate the black person. I need you to hate the Asian person, because then guess what? Y'all gonna spend millions of dollars to make sure laws get in place. You get your own politician. That's why I say it's more of a business aspect of it. It's not really about the people. Most of these politicians is not really for the people. Let's keep it honest. Because if it was really for the people, trust me, they would have been created laws to really help the people. It is not. No.
You know, the funny thing is, you are definitely right. There's a lot of people profiting from us not wanting to stick together, but we also lose billions a year just of the fact that we're doing these things. America would be in a whole different place if we had better relations with the people in there. If we didn't have prejudice against Mexicans, and black people wasn't so having issues with this, and we would be farther than most places are, where you got places like Germany and France who have gotten to a place where they have certain things corrected, where they're able to do that. And Sherry Bryan said this: I love anyone as long as you respect me. That's all that is. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Indian. If you respect one another, you keep your hands to yourself, then we don't have a problem. You look beautiful.
But sometimes I think
that dress look nice.
Issue.
You're gonna knock it out the water.
Is
and your hair looks nice.
Oh, I need you to respect me, but we don't know what respect is. We thinking respect is telling somebody, oh, keep your hands to yourself, but respect goes more deeper than that.
I want to say this. I don't know if you was going to say something, Jordan.
Go ahead.
Listen, the world's supposed to be different. We're supposed to have differences, but we're not supposed to hate each other. I want to get to know somebody that's from Italy or somebody from Seattle. I would love to meet somebody who is a Native American from Tacoma or somebody who is from New Mexico. You would want to get to know me. I'm from Florida. My parents are Haitian. And somebody is Asian. This is what life is all about. We're supposed to get to know people. We're supposed to love one another and learn, soak up, and do this. But the problem is there's people who want us divided so much, and then we have to stay on this narrative. You know how much money we can make if all of us was on the same accord? You know how much things we can go past if things was to be able and be like, hey, this is my guy here. We shouldn't be scared to want to interact in this and that, but hatred breeds other hatred. You know what I mean? And it says, Hakeem, we all have dreams in hell. I have those dreams, but there's no love in this country. And that's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about that. I have friends who are Moroccan. I'm still friends with these guys I roommated with who are from Morocco that I met literally 20 years ago. When I like literally 10 odd something years ago. I have guys who are from Massachusetts who I call my brothers, who are Irish, who they call me from time to time. They ask what I'm doing, if I'm, you know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes we base those on individuals, but when we see things like that, it's kind of hard to have conversations about that because now we're trying to say, okay, what's going on over there? Oh, you want to know something? I'm black, you're white. I know you're racist. This is the conversation we having. Oh, you're black and you're from over here. You might want to snatch my purse. If I tell you the people who helped me in Massachusetts, people will be baffled behind that. It wasn't no niggas that gave me a shot over there. It was white boys. And to be very specific about it, it was a white Russian guy who gave me my first shot in Massachusetts. And gave me $500 to go to school. I don't think he did that because he felt pity. He was like, I'm just going to get this guy a shot. You know what I mean? So going out of state, we have to reframe our mind. But there's still certain places that breeds this culture. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and I say, and it's funny. I tell you a funny story in this. I went to a Wu-Tang concert. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That was in West Palm Beach, covered in Wu-Tang. Now, mind you, and let's say this, majority of the people there were white, sprinkled with black guys. So we gets in there, we sits next to a couple, and it's like, hey, guy, we got a beer and a hot dog for you right over there. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us don't want this hate and want the bigotry, but we need to start correcting people about that bullshit. No, bro, don't put your hand on that man. You drunk, sit your ass down. Why any of his family members ain't stop him? Yo, John, what are you doing, bro? Yo, you're tripping. Bro, what are you doing? Stop it. You know your uncle was drunk that day. Why you ain't stop your uncle from slapping that old ass man who probably barely got $600 in his account, and you making the day even worse?
Yeah, and I was gonna say, Hakeem, another thing we have a problem in the country is like in most cities we're segregated as well. And that's one of the big problems right there. We're segregated. You know, if you go to this type of neighborhood, say, oh, if you go to this neighborhood, you're gonna get robbed of this and here, or you know, if you go to this neighborhood, they're gonna look at you funny. They're gonna say you're not gonna belong here. You know, it's all around the country.
Nobody, I'm saying y'all saying a lot of improper stuff, especially you, Hakeem, your stories. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying not all white people are bad. You know, just hear me out. Great guy. You know, I talked to him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Each other on the DM. So I'm saying, great guy. I don't have no animosity towards him. But then there's other people that will miss an opportunity of me and a person like just hit me out. They're like, he's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the issue we having. It's like, okay, I get it. We want to sit together as people. We want to say, okay, black people first. Let's just focus on everything black. But then these are the same guy that will end up sleeping with a white woman at a hotel down the street. So it's like, okay, very hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? And Jabari ain't talking about you either, man. Because his comment was just funny. You know, him and Jesse hit me out. Them guys is just
he had me run. He said, I was like, man,
wow, it was wild. But I'm just saying, like that. I'm saying it's great people out here, but the problem is you have great people being pretty much being affected by not so great people, and I think that's the issue we're having. You know, I never been to Montgomery, Alabama. I remember driving to New Orleans. I used to see Montgomery, Alabama. You know, on the interstate, and I'm like, man, I want to go there because I know they have some historical sites and some good food. People be like, no, I don't think you want to go there. Don't man, just keep driving.
and that's sad, bro. Because you want to know why? People experience to tell other people don't go there. Montgomery, you losing money like that.
Yes.
You're losing money like that. That's the problem. People don't want to go there. They don't want to go to Mississippi. They don't want to go to Baton Rouge. And we're talking about people from different cultures. They just put do y'all remember a couple months ago when the NAACP was telling people not to come to Florida? They say, hey, don't come to Florida.
Yeah. But it didn't at all because people still coming to Florida.
Because of DeSantis, but they still coming to Florida because it's a nice place to retire at. We tired.
And listen here, I don't know if you remember this. The country of Bahamas had told its citizens, be careful traveling to the United States because they're hostile. This was on the news. I don't know, and I'm gonna give you a little history about something y'all probably don't remember. There was an Indian guy, dark skin, Indian, who is not black, who was in Alabama visiting from India. A police officer stopped him. The guy could not speak no English. The police officer beat the Indian guy. He gave him an Alabama whooping. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you this is on the news. I don't know what. And don't get me wrong. That police officer got arrested because the guy could. And the government in India said we need something done quickly. You have individuals that still has a certain mentality on some things. You know what I mean? And we need to correct that. Well, now that I think about it, I don't want to go to Montgomery if you can't just park your boat whenever the hell please. I just want to beach at the waterfront. That's my right. No, 100%. It is your right. But you want to know something? Different people would have handled that differently. Am I wrong? Any other respected person who didn't have a mind. And listen here, the funny thing is, some drunk people wouldn't have gave him no problem. They was like, okay, buddy. Hey, buddy, you want to drink? Hey, buddy, you want to drink? Hey, John, move the boat for me. Buddy, I'm drunk. I don't think I can move the boat. You think you can help me? I don't know why did it had to explode to that point. It didn't have to go with multiple arrests.
But you gotta understand something. It's the culture. It's the culture of the city. Like you come to Miami, you know you're gonna have a good time. You go to LA, you know you're gonna have a good time. Go to New York, you may not have a good time too much, but you're gonna try to have a good time. It's the culture of the city. That's why certain people don't go everywhere. Like you say, you won't recommend me to go to Montgomery, Alabama.
No.
I don't, Ron. I don't want you to go there. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go to Houston because I know I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And like you said, it does hurt the city because people keep forgetting. Tourism will bring economic.
Oh my God.
Tourism.
Facts.
Tourism get cut.
Listen, there's some cities and states
Pookie
who are hurting because of their ideologies. And there's some places that flourishes because they're a progressive city. Seattle, I think just hear me out can comment on that. Seattle's a very progressive place. Mm-hmm. It's a city, you come there, you could come there broke and get you a bag. No matter who you are, Asian, black, whatever, they hiring everybody.
Facts.
Hiring everybody. Los Angeles is another one too. Minneapolis, another progressive city. St. Paul, another progressive city.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah. Tacoma, Washington.
Yep.
I knew some guys who left Florida, went to Seattle, and had got a tech job like this. Worked his way from the bottom up. He said, I'm in Seattle, baby. He said, it's a lot of rain over here, but the bag's over here. The baristas over there are getting the bag over there in Seattle.
Charlotte's another one.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Yep.
Yep.
Charlotte's a great city.
Great city.
You know, Baltimore too. Listen, Baltimore get a bad rap, but there's some good things going on over there.
No, because they always focus on the hood.
Yeah.
The hood. But B-More do got some good things going for themselves. Mm-hmm. They're innovating.
He said, yeah, don't live in Seattle, though, but they might work there, but they don't want to live in the city limits. No, you're right. But as far as opportunity, as far as that, Seattle's not hogging all the opportunity. Anybody can walk over there and go get a bag. Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth. We can't say Montgomery or Birmingham, Alabama. Those are desolate cities. It's not even safe for nobody there.
Facts.
Yeah, places gonna have their issues. You know what I'm saying? New York City was the city of dreams. It's just too damn expensive to live there. But you can still go get a bag there. I can't say that about South Jersey. We know the cities that we're not supposed to go to. You don't hear Arkansas. You don't hear everybody say, let's go to Arkansas. Let's go to Louisiana. No, you ain't gonna go there. You might get your head caved in. Yeah, keep your towns that are not making no money. Who want to move there anyway?
Yeah, another city that's making money, a lot of people moving into is Las Vegas as well.
Oh my God. Listen, you'll get a bag in Las Vegas. Shout out to my Mexicans.
And no state taxes there. So yeah, a lot of people moving is going to Las Vegas.
Vegas got a lot of gambling. That's the thing.
Yeah, he said South Jersey's a sundown town. Nobody's trying to go to Jersey.
Yeah, nobody going to Jersey.
Nobody
to Jersey.
I've been through there. It ain't nothing there. They
Yeah.
can keep it. Listen, Pennsylvania. I've been through Harrisburg, Bethlehem. I've been in the mountains. Warren, there's nothing there for us to be running over there. Keep your towns. I'm in Philly. I'm in Harrisburg. I'm in Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. Shout outs to my Boricuas in Pittsburgh. Shout outs to the Polish in Chicago. I'm in Chicago too. I know the cities. I've been there. There's some progressive place. There's places you can go get a bag. Nobody's trying to go to your small towns. You don't want us there. You don't want the Mexicans. You don't want the Asians. No problem. You're not going to get no money. There's no jobs there anywhere. What the only place in Alabama that slightly has something going for themselves is Huntsville. It's a military town. Nobody's running to Dalton. Nobody's running to Hoover. Nobody's running in these places. But these cities can be good if you change the way you think. Allow the young people to come and want to start businesses and companies. Allow everybody to come and eat, raise their families. Shit, I want to eat a quesadilla. I love the fact that I grew up in a diverse city. It makes me everything. Some days I feel like I'm Cuban. Other days I feel like I'm Bahamian. Then there's days I feel like I'm Black American. Give me some chicken sauce.
And I know that feeling, Hakeem. You right about that.
Yeah, for real, most definitely. Yep.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like I don't understand what the issue is. I tell people days, please get me a plate of plátano maduro arroz con pollo. I didn't just say that just because I grew up around Cubans and Dominicans. If I was
and that Cuban coffee, man, something serious too. I miss them Cuban coffees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, shout out to Team Fatty, man. Welcome.
Shout out to Team Fatty. Listen, I lived in Massachusetts. I lived with Moroccans. I ate falafels most of the times and lamb. I couldn't even bring pork at the house. I did that out of respect of my roommates. They're Moroccan. And then at times they say, brother, we got to make salah. I'm not even Muslim at the time. He said, brother, we're praying. Can you turn it down? Matter of fact, come pray with us. Mind you, we living in a rooming house. I didn't know nothing about Islam till then. I'm sitting here. You see? And listen, look what he said. He said they're probably why I'm 10% Haitian. No, you need to change that number. You're 50% Haitian, Jabari.
Yeah.
He's married to a Haitian woman. You see what I'm saying? My brother, listen, my brother's wife is from South Carolina. I have a cousin that's married to an El Salvadorian. I have Cubans in my family. I have another cousin, and this is where people don't. I have another cousin who is from France, who is married to a white Frenchman. You cannot stop people from getting together. So I want to understand the mind frame of Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the Arcadians down in the bayou. You're poor. We all are poor. You eat catfish, I eat catfish. What makes you better than me? Matter of fact, let's get on this pontoon and have some fun.
Or have a cook, or have a cook-off. Shoot.
Bro, you dropping gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I never felt the right to go over to somebody's house and step on them and take a shit.
Man, shout out to the real Pookie, man.
Shout out to the real Pookie. He says, people need to travel and meet new people and different experience. That's living. Yeah.
Facts. That's facts.
I've been to the Netherlands before.
Yes.
I've been to the Netherlands to go smoke weed.
Yeah.
I've met Turkish people. I have some Turkish friends. I have Turkish friends who are from Turkey and eat Turkish bread. And mind you, they are Muslim. We've sat, ate bread, make salad. Hey, that's my brother. Yes, you're gonna have people who don't like you. They're not used to being around different people.
And
that's it.
No, but Hakeem, that's true, and it changed your mindset when you different environment. It really changed your mindset. The thing what happened in Birmingham, Alabama, people are staying. They staying in that community. That's all they know is that community. They know it's white there, black there. The bathroom stalls there is white. The bathroom stall over there is black. So it's the same culture that was back then and pretty much in the 70s, in the 60s. It's the same culture.
Yeah.
Oh, she said Sherry Barnes said she want to go to the Netherlands. No, I heard the Netherlands have beautiful.
Hey. Yes, I did. I did go. Listen, it's so funny. I've never smoked weed before. I went to the Netherlands to go smoke a joint.
I know they weed strong.
Oh, Jesus. I was laid out in the red light district. I was smoking back to black blunt. Listen, with a turtleneck. I had on the turtleneck. Listen, aqua turtleneck.
Because it's cold.
Aqua. I looked at so fruity, I didn't know what was going on. Listen,
I need to go to Amsterdam, shoot, in the next couple of years.
I had on blue jeans, white Air Force Ones with a blue turtleneck, aqua turtleneck, smoking right by the window.
No, but I know, Jordan. I know there's some cruise ship that go to the Netherlands and and Amsterdam and stuff like that.
Nice people, really, really nice people over there.
7-day cruise.
Yeah,
they'll take you there.
Nice people, really, really nice people. You know what I'm saying?
That was it. But I recommend our people to travel, black folks to go out there and travel and to see the world, man. The world's big. The world is big. It's big. We think it's small, but the world is big.
And listen here. I advise people who are stuck up in these small lily-ass white towns to come out. Come have a burger. Come drink a beer.
No, wait till football. Wait till football. Football season start. We all best friends. I promise you.
Yeah, listen.
And right there, the brawl. They will be at the game. I promise you.
Yeah. Hey, especially college. Yeah, so I was gonna say, especially college football. Oh my lord, when the college football comes on, ooh, everybody friendly, everything.
Yeah, football. Wait till football comes on. See, we come together. I promise you. Football, we all come together. We be like, yo, you are my team. Like literally, I go to bars. I promise you, is the greatest experience in the world. I would say football and sports bring people together. It really do. It really do.
But that's the problem. It shouldn't have to take sports, strip clubs, and beer to see that, hey, we're not that different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I can't. That's facts.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say? I like fishing just as well as everybody else.
Right now, everybody's on edge because there ain't no football. But wait till football starts in September. You're going to see everybody going to be like, laughing, joking. Birmingham, Alabama, they're going to be laughing and joking. They'll be like, barely going to be no fights. Unless it's about the game. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but guys, any final thoughts? I know we're about to get ready to go.
We're never going to get nowhere if we keep having the same mentality that we've been having. You still got to have kids, and your kids going to meet my kids, and they're not going to have the same mentality your granddaddy had.
For me, we just gotta learn how to respect each other. If you know how to respect each other, we all will be okay. Because everybody just want respect for each other.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's not really racist. Everybody's want to be cool and peaceful. As long as we
Yeah.
got respect for each other, we'll be good. Especially here in America. That's my final take.
And that's why it's so very important to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to all the love, man. Shout out to Shane, Jabari, Just Hear Me Out. Shout out to the real Pookie, man. You know why I keep saying shout out to the real? I fuck with real Pookie. Shout out to Team Fatty. Shout out to him. Shout out to Ray Midnight. Shout out to Hank in the basement. Shout out to Christopher J. Shout out to Motivating Vision. Shout out to Sugar Bomb, even though she's not here, but her presence.
Yep.
Because Just Hear Me Out. He's the reason why. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Shout
Sky.
out to God is Forever. Shout out to Sky.
DNA 143. Tony Starks 30.
Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Summer with Bay.
Hey.
Yeah. That's a good name.
Yeah. That was a shout out to you guys, because you guys are always in the cloud, and especially you guys are also going to watch us on playback. And remember to go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio t-shirt and Prince Hakeem New Book Black Love. Come over here, support the platform. We on our way to 1K subscribers, which I go. We will reach that goal.
Definitely.
We will reach that goal. You know, but go ahead, Hakeem. You want to say something?
No. I'm just giving a thumbs up. Yeah. Go ahead.
Just hear me out. Say what? Well, just hear me out. I'm confused. I say Hakeem with his hand up. And you know, and not only that, but it's true, man. Y'all understand that we really appreciate the love. We appreciate you guys that support the platform, contribute. Just you guys being here is just, to me, is just amazing. Because we started off with me and Hakeem in the beginning. We started off with nobody. When Jordan came on the team, it was just a beautiful growth. Just a seed that 2 years ago, pretty much we didn't have nobody in the chat, nobody watching us, but we just kept grinding, kept pushing. You know, when we see you guys here, it makes us feel good. I'm being honest, it really do. Hakeem cries about it. He really do.
All the time, like a little girl.
He really do appreciate the love. So we really do appreciate you guys for being here, like always. Thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We over and out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.